When and how did you actually start to lean into, hey, this may be a franchise? How did you get over that fear factor? What's the future of the business? What are your 3-year plans? As a franchisee, what type of support do you provide to your franchisee? Tell me a little bit more about your philosophy. What are some of your personal hobbies that you like to do? All right, so you want to introduce yourself, please?
Sure. I'm West Steinman, co-founder and CEO of The Coven. We're a co-working space based in the Twin Cities and expanding across the country.
So tell me, how did you get started?
The 4 co-founders, myself and 3 others, we all worked in the advertising industry, and we were really committed to helping women advance in the workplace. And what we found was that women didn't often have a place to feel safe in their workspaces. What if we created the world that we wanted to live and work in? And that's where the idea for The Coven came. So our spaces are open to all genders, but they're really femme-forward in their design, in our programming, and our offerings for entrepreneurship and leadership development.
So you opened up your first business doing that. When and how did you actually start to lean into, hey, this may be a franchise?
So much of our business is community driven. So we opened our 2 locations right before the pandemic, within the 2-year span before the pandemic. And then in 2020, we got so many calls from the government, from local CDFIs, from local entrepreneurial support organizations who were looking to support the very people who were our members of our community. And we thought in other cities, they're going to need somebody who's on the ground, who knows the community, who knows where the resources are. And so franchising made a lot of sense. Co-working is such a community-centered business. It's about place, and that really matters to us. And so when we chose franchising and community ownership, we thought this has to be owned by somebody who's really has skin in the game, who knows the resources and ecosystem, and that's why we chose franchising.
When did you actually get franchise ready?
So about 3 years ago, we started kind of the FDD process, getting our franchise disclosure document all ready to go. And then within a year, we sold our first franchise, and now we have 5 in Minnesota and Wisconsin.
That's such a big accomplishment. How did you get over that fear factor? Is this going to work? All that, those voices that kind of creep up. How did you overcome that?
Well, if you're not scared, you're not doing it. Being an entrepreneur is scary, and starting a new business model like franchising is a little bit terrifying when you don't know what you're doing. But finding those right advisors, finding the right legal team, especially in franchising, people who can really support you, get behind you, and provide you with, don't be the smartest person in the room. I've been hearing that a lot through the conference, is finding other people who can complement your skills and bringing those into the picture.
Now, what's the future of the business? What are your 3-year plans?
We're super excited about growth and really supporting our existing franchisees. So in the next year, we're going to grow to 6 additional franchises, so getting to about 10, 11. And then we see this really scaling 100 plus across the United States. We're really focused on what we call underdog markets. So places that really have a pent-up demand for co-working, a place that really needs inclusive design and inclusive co-working spaces. So that's how we're scaling, and we can't wait to do it.
As a franchisee, what type of support do you provide to your franchisees?
So not only are you getting the basics, the marketing support, the infrastructure, the operations, but really you're getting robust community. We are a community-based business, so you're getting resources from the other franchisees as well. We will support you with getting you up and running, maintaining a relationship. Through our relationship for 10 years, we've got this great program where you're connected with a business coach from the very beginning, and they're going to meet with you weekly, monthly, quarterly to make sure that you're not just hitting your goals. It's not just KPI meetings, right? But it's checking in on you. How are you doing in life? You're a business owner too. We want to make sure that what you're doing is really driving and fueling your goals for your life. So that's really what we do as a part of our business. We do that with our members, and we do that with our co-working community owners as well.
Tell me a little bit more about your philosophy. I always look at, great entrepreneurs. They have great philosophy. They have something that they always stand by, and I see it in you.
We believe that when you center your most marginalized communities, everyone wins. Our fastest growing membership is white men, and what I find amazing about that is they're like, we like nice things too. They're like, it smells so good in here, and beyond the aesthetics of the space, people really care about you. And so we're a hospitality forward business, and I really believe that if you lead with hospitality in any job, in any business that you're in, you're going to find that people are more loyal to your brand. They're willing to purchase more. They align their values with you, and they want to support you along the way.
How did you get here? So where were you like 10, 15 years ago, and what led up to all this?
I was working in advertising, doing Super Bowl commercials, working on the clients or supporting our clients on the account side. So really building brands. And all 4 of us co-founders come from that world. And so we love building brands. We love that structure around how do you tell a really compelling story aligned with value. That's really been from the core of what I was doing 10 years ago. I have 2 amazing children. I have an 8 and a 10-year-old. That's like very much a part of the story of building the business. We've been around for almost 10 years. And so my kids have really grown up in this environment, and that kind of amount of controlled chaos, I think, is something that they really have learned how to embrace too, as in their world. It's fun to watch them grow up in an entrepreneurial household.
That's probably the best gift you could give them, is to see their parents actually going after their dream. And that's huge. And now they learn so much versus what they actually just hear, but what they actually see. And I think that's great. Now, for anyone out there that they have a successful business and they're considering to franchise it, but they're a little nervous and they wonder if I could franchise this business or not, what would you tell them out there?
First of all, get your systems. Make sure that you have everything. We had a wild night last night at the IFA. Really getting your business processes documented, making sure that you've got the right people around you, not just people who are going to say, yes, this is a great idea, but people who are going to poke holes in your system, because your franchisees are going to. If you sell this once, somebody is going to say like, hey, this doesn't work for me. And you have to have that kind of like flexibility, tough skin, and build that before you get into the business. So I would say like really get your things documented, making sure that you have the infrastructure to support the franchisees that you bring on, and don't just chase the check. I think that's like a lot of the conversation here in the last couple of days has been, make sure that you can support your existing franchisees before you go chase 10 more.
What are some of your personal hobbies that you like to do?
Well, I got really into knitting in the last year. So I've been knitting. I knit my first sweater. I'm in the middle of a sock. I'm like not committing to both yet. I'm really enjoying just like really physical things that kind of keep my hands busy and keep me off my like social media and phones and all that. I needed just something to relax my brain as an entrepreneur, and creativity does that.
We really appreciate your time. Congratulations on what you've done and wish you the best of success. Do you want to franchise your business and take it to a whole new level? Click the link below to schedule a free consultation today.